I am making a PS1 aesthetic horror survival game about sheep-like creatures. Yes, sheep-like creatures, not sheep. It's because that was an artistic choice, and not because I didn't know shit about making a low-poly game. So before I tell you what the game is, let me tell you how I came up with this idea. So it all began a long time ago. There was a small thing from where the Big Bang happened and the universe started expanding. Wait, sorry, not that far back. So last week I thought I should make a 3D game. But the thing is, I have never ever made a donut, let alone a 3D game. So I needed a plan. Because if I made a shitty, janky 3D game with bad models, it would be obvious I am an amateur. So I needed to do something so that I could portray my inability to make 3D games as some form of high-quality artistic decision. Then I remembered about Squirrel Stapler and PS1-ass games like that. Well, of course, they are good at making models. To cope with that, I will add more and more fog. So that's why I made a tree, a house, and a sheep-like creature, not sheep, of course. Then in Unity, I added a player controller, then set up basic movement with the axe. Okay, now that long backstory is out of the way. Let's talk about the game. It's just like I said, a survival horror PS1 style game. The game loop is simple. There are two kinds of sheep, non-hostile sheep and hostile sheep. You have to kill every sheep-like creature in order to win. So at the start of day 1, there will be 10 non-hostile creatures spawned. Because of the janky movement, hitboxes, and how little you can see, you will get to kill 1 or 2 sheep per day, max being maybe 3. But at night, all the non-hostile creatures become hostile, and they attack you. And on the next day, new sheep spawn. It depends on how many sheep there were at the start of the next day, meaning if there are 8 sheep, then 4 new non-hostile sheep will spawn. And also the sheep creatures that become hostile stay hostile. And if there is an odd number of creatures at the start, like 7, there is a 50-50 chance of the next day spawning either 3 or 4 sheep. And also, for sanity, the max number of sheep spawned is 100, so that you don't just get stuck in a loop of killing sheep and they just increase and eventually become impossible. And in the area, the max at a time is 25. Now let's talk about my favorite part, the bars. I like bars. Look, half of the gameplay screen is full of bars. Let me explain what each one does. This one is the health bar. If you don't understand what that is, why the fuck are you watching a video about game development? Watch some shit like those AI top 10 creatures made by Somalian kids or something. So this is a stamina bar. It's kind of like a Dark Souls stamina bar. If you don't play Dark Souls, filthy casual. Anyways, this helps you to sprint. And this final blue bar is the energy bar. No, not that kind. So in this game, walking, sprinting, swinging the axe, everything costs energy. You can get back health by using wool. The stamina regeneration is automatic, but the energy regeneration is a bit complex. So there are 2 things in energy regen. There is an energy cap. It's the total amount of energy that can be regenerated with food. For those who played Dark Souls, it's just like Curse. So your cap decreases if you don't sleep. Energy cap decreasing means you can't have the full energy bar, which will cause more janky controls, slower walking, shorter range, etc. So if you sleep, your cap becomes full, and you can get energy. Now you might think, that's easy, I will just sleep during the night. Here comes another bar. Like I said, man, I like bars. This one is the cold meter. So at night you get cold. To deal with the cold, you need sticks and put them inside the campfire. That's why you can't sleep during the night. And now during the day, you have to fight sheep and collect sticks or sleep and waste like half of the day. So what is the best move? It's up to you. That's where survival comes in. I also have this final bar for detecting how close the sheep are. Currently, I have sheep and movement, a day-night cycle, almost all the bars except the effect of the energy bar completed, and also I have completed the campfire. There is also a lot that needs to be done. I need a story and maybe a final boss after you kill every sheep. Let's see how it turns out. It's not complete. And you guys should give your opinion or any suggestions about the game. I was thinking of some quick-time events for every time you add sticks too. So there is a lot in my mind. Comment your thoughts. See you guys. Bye-bye.